Hello, good day and welcome. Um, Flowing from our earlier discussion on determinants of pricing, I had said earlier that the key determinants are costs and demand. Invariably, it's the supplier side and the demand side. That's the producer and the customer. The producer is looking at cost, and the customer's demand is also brought into consideration. However, there are other determinants, there are other factors, irrespective of how they may not be as important as these other two, but they have a role to play in determining prices of products. Some of these factors include the stage of the product life cycle, competition, the product distribution strategy, promotion strategy, perceived quality of the product. Let's begin with the product life cycle and how it determines price. First, when we talk about product life cycle, we are referring to the sales and profit history of a product. The sales and profit history of a product. And it gives a detail of the different stages that a new product passes through in the market. The product life cycle has 4 stages. We have the introduction, the growth, the maturity, and the decline. From the new product development process at commercialization, the product begins its life cycle because it is introduced into the market. At that time, the product, the sales, and the profits are at their lowest ebb. In most cases, the profit is negative because the intent at the introductory stage is to gain market acceptance, to let people know about the product, to create awareness. So one may ask, how does this affect price? If new products, in most cases, are introduced into the market with a very low price, what we call a penetration strategy, such that people could afford to buy it, if not for anything, for the price, given that it's a new product. They don't have previous experience with the product. And at the introductory stage is a period of low sales growth as the product is introduced in the market. Profits are non-existent because of the heavy expenses incurred in the introduction. It also comes with heavy promotion, since at this point, awareness is key. So it is at this point, organizations set prices high in a bid to recover the cost of product development. However, in cases where it is a highly sensitive, a price sensitive market, organizations will set lower prices in a bid to gain market acceptance. So the stage of the product, the introduction stage, affects the price of the product, depending on the nature of the market and nature of the product. For instance, most luxury goods are introduced with high prices because The intent is to maintain a prestige, to create an impression of high quality and high performance. For most consumer goods, highly competitive markets, it is best to come in with a low price, lower than existing competitors' brands, such that people can, give a trial. People can make some trial purchases on the basis of price. Now, from the introduction stage, the product moves to the growth stage. At the growth stage, it's expected that the efforts put into promotion in the introduction stage has yielded results. So at the growth stage, there is market acceptance and there is reasonable profit. So at the growth stage, it's also expected that competitors are coming into the market. So prices begin to stabilize as economies of scale are lowering costs and also giving the increasing competition. Prices stabilize because if you keep on maintaining a high price, you'll be kicked out of the market by competitors. If you maintain a very low price, you begin to give an impression of being of lesser quality. So prices stabilize across the industry to reflect what other competitors are doing. And then at maturity, the product, the growth in sales begins to slow down. As the competitors have filled the market, sales growth, begin to slow down because the product has achieved acceptance by most people who are supposed to buy them. Profit also stabilizes, or in some cases decline because of competition. So at this point, prices may also need to be lowered a bit in a bid to remain competitive. However, depending on what the input cost is, prices may also increase, as the case may be. Finally, a decline when there is a constant erosion of sales begins to go down. Every right-thinking organization may begin to think that the best way out is to lower prices to attract more customers. It's also at this point that some organizations may think of rebranding the product and possibly bringing it in as a new product, a modified version, upgrading it to something exciting so it begins the process all over again. So we've seen that where the stage of the product life cycle has a way of affecting what the price of the product should be. Second is the competition. Obviously, there are barely any organization that exists as a monopoly today. And once there is competition, once there's a rivalry for the same market, the same group of customers, there is a need to be at alert on competitors' price. the most times the easiest competitive strategy is price. The easiest to attack is price because consumers are rational beings. Consumers are price sensitive as well. So, you know, a firm maybe at the beginning has no competition, they could charge high prices. But once competitors begin to enter the market, they need to be at alert to understand the competitors' pricing strategy and begin to adapt. So they are not uh, far off from what the industry holds. Another factor is the impact of the internet. The impact of the internet. Today we can sit in the comfort of our homes, in the comfort of our offices, and know the prices of products across different uh, suppliers. So this creates a challenge that marketers need to watch out for. The internet has empowered consumers, made them a bit sophisticated, always asking for more because if they are seeing things that are happening around the world. They're also seeing the prices that these things are sold for. So it is difficult for an organization to, quote its prices out of the blues because consumers are monitoring. Competitors are also monitoring. So it's with the advent of e-business, consumers have responded to making purchases online and evaluating suppliers online as well. So now consumers have choices. They can, at a click of a button, make a purchase. They can, at a click of a button, check out products and these prices. And as such, this situation is important for marketers to watch out for and monitor prices so as not to be a standalone. Also, the promotion strategy. Price is also used as a promotional tool. It's used as a promotional tool. So some companies would, prefer to invest less in promotion, while some prefer to spend more in promotion. Organizations that spend more in promotion tend to have higher prices. In the course of the promotion, they aim at a positioning strategy that gives the customers a different perception about the product so that they could afford to pay more for it. On the other hand, the organizations that spend less save money and could afford to have a lower price. So promotion is a cost element and has a way of affecting price. Also, the demand of large customers. In most cases, when we talk about the economies of scale, bulk purchase affects price. You might have seen that if I'm buying 1 unit, and you're buying 50 units, you may buy at different prices. Some organizations would prefer to, make their purchases in bulk, save them a lot of cost and inconvenience, processing the order and all whatnot. So large customers of manufacturers could make pricing demands that suppliers tend to agree to. And the extent to which the customer could affect this is dependent on how significant his purchase is, how large the purchase is in relation to the total sales made by the supplier. In some cases, you can even see an organization being willing to make deliveries because of the quantity that has been purchased. So a large demand could also be a bargaining power for customers to be able to affect prices. Another factor that could affect price is quality, the perceived quality. A lot of times, price is psychological. The amount we pay is what we think the product is worth. So if a company succeeds in creating a high perceived quality, that could be used as a tool to influence their prices. On the other hand, if the product has a high quality and the price is low, customers may not see the value in that product, even though in performance it's wonderful. So there needs to be a balance between price and quality, so that what the quality is what the price is. On the reverse, if the product is sold at a high price and the product is not of good quality, obviously a repurchase may not happen because customers are rational. They want to spend their money for things that they have value for. So we've been able to mention some other factors that affect pricing: the product life cycle, competition, promotion strategy, large demand, and perceived product quality. Do well to try your hands on the SAQs, and also if you have questions or comments, you could send them in. Thank you.